Hello and welcome back. Now today I want to look at a program called TalkType. You can use this on Windows and the Mac. And if you want accurate speech to text, then TalkType is really accurate. And I like the way it learns custom words really quickly as well, which is a nice touch. They've incorporated a bit of AI as well to help you with your dictated documents. So as you've watched my videos before, you know I like to do it on the fly and just kind of condense everything so you can start using it. Before we do anything, top left, and then select preference for me. Once you open preferences, you've got great options here to change system light or dark depending on what you prefer. I've got AI toggled here. I'm going to leave that on to show you. Again, you can filter profanity, and you've got your language here. Now underneath here you've got off, so auto date formatting. Now you can choose that format if you wish, so if you do need a day, month, year format, that's all yours. And scroll down and then you've got number formatting. That's important because if you're using a lot of numbers you might want numerals when you say numbers, so bear that in mind. Up the top left hand corner, if you use this for the first time, you can see it's asking what mic to use. So I'm using the headset mic, the same as I'm using to dictate and record this video for you. So I'm going to put allow this time. And you can see now it will pop up here in the drop down menu. So if you've got more than one mic, you can choose it there and select it if need be. I can close that. Now I'm ready to dictate. Now before I start the top here, you've got your basic options here. So you've got your headings, bold, italicize, underline. You've also got your option here to copy or delete a document. Now here is auto punctuation, and you've got AI, which I'll show you in a minute. Actually, I'll turn it on now. So I'm going to turn on auto punctuation, and I'm going to dictate just a small paragraph I found online. So come to the bottom and click the mic, which is the purple circle. Tap it once, it will turn red and you're ready to dictate, or use the shortcut key. The corporate world today subdivides into rival systems of dispersed and concentrated ownership, with different corporate governance structures characterizing each. Full stop. Various corporate governance experts have argued the ownership concentration is a consequence of poor legal protection of shareholders. Full stop. New line. And then we're going to turn the mic off. So this is no training or anything. I've just opened it up and dictated on the fly. Now I actually prefer to say my punctuation, but that's your choice if you wish to leave it on. Now at the top here I've got an option. If I click the AI option here, I can ask proofread, restructure, adjust my tone, or use custom prompt. So I'm going to do a quick proofread just to check it, and it will proofread it for me. I can double check it, the spelling or any way it's worded, and if I want to I can then select replace, but I won't do that for the second. The next option in AI is restructure. So if I tap on it, you can restructure it as a summary, email, or a list. So I'm just going to click list as a demonstration, and then I can click replace if I need to do that. By the way, bottom left, if you do need to refine it, you can click here, or if you just want to copy it to clipboard. So if I click refine, I can refine further if I need to. Close that. So have a little play around with those AI options, they're quite useful. The other option is top right. We've got three icons. Now the first one, if I tap on it, is voice commands. Now there's shortcut keys there, so try and remember them if you want to use them. So that's Alt+1. And here it gives me loads of commands. I can type at the top. Now if I come down, for example, formatting, you've got to make sure you say the command before. Say TalkType. So you have to say TalkType heading on, TalkType italic on. So you need to say those commands. So there's loads of commands there. I won't go through them all, but have a little look through them and you can start pulling them out and using ones that you feel are relevant for you. I'm just going to close that as I want to make this as fast as possible. I'm going to go to the second option here, custom words. Now I've used a lot of speech to text software. Normally you put a custom word and you have to constantly train it. With this it learns really quickly. It's quite easy to do, so if you use a lot of acronyms or abbreviations or unusual names, so you can add a custom word in there and it learns pretty quickly, so it's definitely worth doing if you're using acronyms and stuff. I'm going to close that. Next option is the third one along here. Now there's all your punctuation and options. Now you don't have to say TalkType to use your punctuation, as you heard me earlier. So if I go to basics, you just say what you want, and you can see just say comma, full stop, and it will write that for you. So don't bother saying TalkType when it comes to these commands, otherwise it will really throw you off your flow when you're dictating. Come down here for mathematics. So if you're doing a mathematics degree or anything, that's really handy there to have a little look at. Also custom at the top here. So here's a really handy option. So for example, if you have a term or something you keep repeating, then you can have a trigger and replace it with that text. Let me show you. I'll come down to add custom shortcut. I'm just going to put help, and then I can replace that with something else. So I could put in, so I've just put make sure you ask for assistance when needed. Click add shortcut. So if I just say help on its own, not within a sentence on its own, it should then create that little trigger for me. Watch. Help. So there's so many different things you could use that for. For example, say you constantly have to say NHS, you could change that to National Health Service. So there's so many options to work with that. That's just a quick one to give you an overview of that. So come at the top there, I'm going to close that window. So that's how simple it is to dictate. Now, you can dictate anywhere. You don't have to specifically just to dictate into this application. Let me show you. So the first one we need to do is actually download it, because this is currently online. Now to download the app, see at the top in your address bar, got a little icon next to your favourites. Tap on that. Or if you have any issues, go to download TalkType here and pop that address in, and then you can download it on the Mac or on the Windows here. I had a bit of a problem downloading from the address bar, so I downloaded it from here and everything was fine. Now I'm going to open up the app. This is now on my desktop. Now you've got one different option with this. You can see underneath the mic it's got dictate to TalkType. I can now dictate anywhere with this option. So underneath, if I click now dictate anywhere, and you can see at the top here, I can now dictate into any application I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Word as a demonstration. Now I'm now going to dictate into Microsoft Word using TalkType. So you click on it, and then you need to click into the document that you want to dictate into. Now that could be emails or any application. The corporate world today subdivides into rival systems of dispersed and concentrated ownership, with different corporate governance structures characterizing each, full stop. Various corporate governance experts have argued that ownership concentration is a consequence of poor legal protection of shareholders, full stop. And turn that off. So now you're able to dictate into any application you want. If you want that, you can still copy that if you want to use the AI options. Or as you know in Word anyway, you've got Copilot at the top here, and you can work with Copilot with your document there if you need to anyway. Also give you AI support. Here's a quick look at the TalkType phone app on the Android and iPhone. Now it's pretty similar to the one that you get on your Windows and Mac anyway, but I'll go over it quick just to give you a quick overview. Top left hand corner, if you click the initials, you've got your options there again. If you need to change your preferences for your phone, you can there. Click allow and click allow, and then you can change your AI, for example, options, filter profanity. But I want to come down to microphone, because you might have an external microphone be Bluetooth or another option, so you can change your microphone option there if needed. But I'm going to leave everything as it is and close that. So I'm going to have a go at dictating. So at the bottom of the app, I'm going to click the mauve icon to start recording. The sentiment that politics are liars is a widely held and long-standing public opinion, reflected in numerous polls and discussions by political analysts and psychologists. Public trust in politicians is low, and many people believe that deception and a lack of accountability are common within politics. I'm going to click the button at the bottom to stop. So there you go, I quickly dictated, and you see how accurate that was as well. And that's using the internal mic on the iPhone or Android phone, whatever you prefer to use. Now if I go to the top and click the ellipsis, I've got an option there again where I can do auto punctuation as well, so I could turn that on, but I prefer to say it as I go along. And you also got your artificial intelligence options there, so that way I can quickly proofread. I can even adjust my tone to maybe more friendly, and you can see it working away there, and I can replace that bottom right if need be. So it's great for working on the fly with your phone if you need to dictate. Again, top right, all the options are the same again. The first option is all your commands you can use, and don't forget, if I select in here, you need to say TalkType. So TalkType select word politics, and it will select it for you. You can work with it. Close that. The second one, top right, is where you can add custom words again. And again, really useful because it speeds up your workflow if you start adding custom words. It could be acronyms, unusual names. The choice is yours, and it learns pretty quick, so you don't have to train it. Close that. Little arrow is all your punctuation, so don't forget to go over that, because, for example, if you're doing something to do with mathematics, a science degree, you click on that, you might need a lot of these options, greater than sign, and so on. If I scroll down, click custom. As with I showed you earlier, you can add custom words, so triggers. So you'd add a trigger word, and that trigger word then create another word or sentence or phrase. So for example, you could have trigger GDP, and then replacement you'd have GDP in the year 25 to 26. It's just trigger items that you can use, and you can choose exactly what you use that for, and click close. At the top they got the plus sign, so you can do a new one if you wish, and on the left of that it shows you all your recordings that you've currently done. If I go back, there's my text. Also I can copy it, so again I can come up the top here, I can copy to clipboard, and I can copy that into an email or a personal note that I've got and send that as well. Thanks for watching.